Up, G Life? It's your boy MC Shadow back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, check out the playlist. The playlist on top where my videos and no folders makes the video looking for a lot easier. Whether it's just reactions, G series, all that, no folders. Don't forget to check out my second channel, Menace Society M.O.D, where we talk about stuff outside of the streets. Now, what I wanted to talk about, like the title says, where did gangbanging start? Where did it originate from? You know, where is it really the birthplace? Is it Los Angeles, California? Is it New York? Is it Chicago? Because you get a lot of people that say gangbanging started over here or started over there. People love to think that gangbanging started in New York. Um, but where did gangbanging actually started? Well, gangbanging has always existed. Um, it just, how could I say? It just kept up with the times. As time went by, it started modernizing itself. You know what I mean? It started adapting to the times, just like everything else adapts to the times. So, because these ideas have to come from somewhere, right? They just don't come out of thin air, right? So people just mimic already what they already know or see. You know what I mean? They just take that and just add their own pizzazz to it to make it to what it is. So gangbanging has always existed. You know, one of the beautiful things about history, why I like learning, and for those who want to, talk in the comments and say all this, like, why are you talking about this shit and why do you click on the streets channel and be surprised that we're talking about the streets? I don't understand. You don't walk into a pizza place and be mad and outraged that they don't sell hamburgers there. It's a fucking pizza place. So you come into a street channel and be surprised that we're talking about gangs? Come on now. So save your comments. You get what I mean? We could have a debate. Prove me wrong. We could talk in the comments. I'm civil. Anyhow, but come with the facts. Don't come insulting me and calling me names. Bring facts. When it comes to gangbanging, like I said, it just manifested through time. What exactly is a gang? A gang is a group of individuals, right, who don't live by society's rules, right? Who they live by their own rules. People could say criminal activity, murder, yada 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 yada, right? That is what essentially it is. So all these groups that I have right here, right, from different time periods of civilization, whether it's crusades, whether it's pirates, whether it's Aztecs or Mayans or Vikings or whatever, right? So they have a civilization. They have rules in their civilizations of how stuff is going to be dictated, how it's going to go. Right? So then you get a group of these individuals, right, who don't want to live by those rules and who say, fuck you guys, we're going to do our own thing, right? That's why you get crusades and different groups like that, right? Different tribes, pirates, barbarians, whatever term you want to use to call these individuals, Vikings or whatever, people that live by their own rules, who have a different name that they go by, who have symbols that they represent, colors, of their flag, nicknames. You know what I mean? They don't go by the traditional name. They go by nicknames, right? That way they don't get caught by the law, because law has always existed. Different form of it, but it was still the law. You were gonna, suffer the wrath of the just, whatever they consider the justice to be. Because justice has changed, through time, whether sacrifice, torture, and all of that, to now prisons, it has changed through the years, what justice, was considered. Right? So these group of hooligans, hoodlums, people that didn't want to live by their rules and wanted to make their own rules, and had a group of individuals who will mark territory, who will go to villages and plunder, pretty much go destroy the villages, steal the stuff, kill anyone that they seen, and they will clash with other groups. This is we run this area. No, we run the no, get the fuck out of our area. Then they would mark it, right? They would mark it with their flags, letting people know whose area this was. You would have to pay a fee to go through their area. You know what I mean? Taxation, bro. The stuff that they would steal, they would go and sell it to get, whatever they needed to, get. That's what pirates would go onto boats and steal. That way they could resell, that way they could have, funds. So essentially doing criminal activity. So they had a name for their group. They had nicknames. They would rob, kill, and steal and all that. They didn't live by society's rules. Sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it? But the reason I'm bringing this up is So in modern day times, pretty much it's just been modernized, but they pretty much took exactly what was already there, and just now made it their own. While these people were, conquering villages or lands or countries, these people conquer streets. And there's no difference from what these countries do, because no one gave this land to them. No magical being came from the sky and said this land is your guys' to claim and all that. They went and they slaughtered the people that were already there and claimed this shit for theirs. From here to here is our land, and these are our men who are going to protect it. These are the colors that we represent, the letters we represent, USA, Russia, whatever. You know what I mean? And if you got a problem, you got some beef, we'll handle it. We'll go and have shootouts and stuff like that. But this land is not theirs. You know what I mean? No one gave it to them. They just came and took it by force and put rules now and established it and now making it okay. No, bro, that's not how the world works. That's not how it works. Right? No person has no person should fall to the hands of another person. No one has the right to kill anybody, whether for country, streets, it doesn't matter. But one's wrong and one's right. Why? It's not for peace and all that. They're literally fighting and dying for resources, money. Money is why these conflicts happen. These people that are in Iraq, in Ukraine, in Russia, in Afghanistan, and all that with their guns and all that, that guy has a family. And the guy on the other side has a family too. They don't know each other, yet they're shooting at each other and killing each other. Why? Because these two people couldn't come to the table and set the differences aside? And now they got to pay the price for it? For lands that don't even belong to them? Sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it? So, gangbanging has always existed. These people just took what was already there and just mimicked it. It's kind of what's funny, it's like the argument says, that people make a big deal about ISIS. Yet, ISIS is just doing everything that these countries have done too. You know what I mean? But how they already have the governments established, they feel like it's different than what these guys are trying to do when it's the exact same shit. Force your ways upon these people who are here. You're living in the past, bro. Stop bringing up the past. Stop crying over the past. Also, because it happened back then, it's okay. So if your loved one was killed back then and now they got the killer, let the killer go because it happened back there. Stop living in the past. Let it go, bro. That happened back then. Let him free. Oh, no. It's not that easy, huh? Exactly. Out of sight, out of mind, isn't it? That's why people don't care about warfare. It's not happening here. That's why you don't care. So in reality, you don't care for people. You don't care for for humanity or for lives. You only care about yourself because it's not happening here. It's not affecting you here. While gangbanging is affecting you here, that's why you have an issue with it, because you don't have a problem with the military having gun battles in these villages and innocent people dying there. Why? Because it's not affecting you. That's why you're not making a big deal. So you don't, but you want to mask it by saying that, the lives and that, and acting like you care, when in reality, you don't care. You're full of it. Now, I'm not here to defend these individuals' actions. I'm here to say that there is no difference from the two. Now, so when they say, where does gangbanging come from? Gangbanging was already here, bro. It just mutated and evolved and adapted to the times, just like everything else. So no, the Hispanics didn't start the gangbanging. Neither did the blacks. Neither did New York. Neither did Chicago. Neither did Los Angeles, California. Now, when I say that, gangbanging capital, home where gangbanging, originated from here in California, the reason I say that is because of the modern day version of what gangbanging is. This is where it came from. There's different types of forms of, there was gangs over there, but they weren't gangbanging like this, like how modern day, how it is now. But no, and essentially nobody has the right to claim it, where it came from, because it has always been here. It just had different names for it, But this problem has always existed throughout humanity. Look at the pictures, bro. Clash between groups for territory that doesn't belong to them. Murders, people fighting people that they don't even know, killing each other. Gangbanging has always been here, bro. But I'm just saying, that's my opinion. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments. If Shadow, we out.